whether or not it's gonna take 10, wouldn't hurt to have that reserved so that we could use it. I agree, that changing it from 5 to 10 and seeing the from 3 and 4% with capita.
Okay, thanks for that, everybody. And I think we need to get this into a plan, all their asks, so an annual maintenance R&M plan based on what, and I know our town department also has some thoughts on the building, but if we can see that, look at I hate to say long-term plan, because we have big hopes, but right now, those hopes are dashed with the recent refusal of that grant, so thank you. So then we go to the Bisbury Lions Club Community Bus. Want to start, Councillor Mon?
I think that they're so conservative in what they do. They tried so hard and squeezed every bit out of that 9,000 and provided a really important service. I really appreciate them saying if they didn't need it, then they would take less. And so that's an unusual frame of mind, and they certainly make good use of it, absolutely. And I would suggest maybe 10 for them. A nice round number for Ed.
I'd be okay with 9 or 10. Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing I'm going to say about this is that I don't see on their income here the income from the casino or where it is utilized.
Because it ended at September 30th.
And the casino funds are spread typically over the span of the years. And I don't even see a statement as to what's there. So
This was from until 2023.
I understand that, I get that, but you don't spend all the money from the casino in 1 year necessarily, so
You might have a different page for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it may be that that's part of the operations, or depends on what they can use those casino funds for.
Councillor Williams?
Yes, to 9 or 10.
Okay.
Yep, to 9 or 10.
Okay. Let's say 9,500.
Oh.
Just meet in the middle.
Is that round enough?
That's fine.
I really appreciated Fred's answer too, that he can't really stay till next year if he needs, but they did have a little bit of a deficit, and Councillor Baswick's comment, I know there already is carbon tax or fuel tax, whatever, but if it is going up, that's might be an impact on. Okay, so then we have the.
His answer?
Yeah,
Yes.
you did.
Okay. I missed it.
It's because your back was to him. Unless you have ice in the back of your head. Can you see him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right there.
The 5-0 Club. They're not asking for money, they're asking for help with their facility. So would the recommendation be to ask administration to get a price and bring it back? And I even say put the price on the budget, just what they find is their quote. And then we can look at that. And maybe even, I like Deputy Mayor's comment that even the ramp, you know, if we have both quotes, we can make a decision at the time. Maybe they'll both be within a manageable budget.
Can I ask a question about that? It sounds like the ramp is outside. Well, you don't ever have a stair lift thing outside.
No,
So it sort of sounded like it was either or, but it couldn't be. And so I was a little bit confused by that. I'm assuming it's a ramp outside and a stair lift inside. And then I heard about 2 stair lifts. There's only 1 stair lift needed inside, isn't there?
Right.
2. Oh,
yeah, because it doesn't go around, like, it's not a continuous.
oh, 2 sets of
Two
stairs,
sets
something
of
like
stairs,
that?
yeah, one up and then one goes down.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
okay.
only, excuse me, that's only one lift because it goes around the corner.
Well,
The way the bend goes.
Instead of a chair that goes down and around.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, I don't, like with that structure, I'm not sure the way the stairs are set up, but if that's the
Yeah.
case, we'll get administrators to bring that back. Councillor Windsor?
Thank you, Mayor Hunter. I think the other lift they were talking about on the exterior was a wheelchair lift. Not a stair lift, it was a wheelchair lift. Yeah, ramp and/or a wheelchair lift that actually is hydraulic to lift the wheelchair up, is what they were talking about. So,
Well, he did talk about a couple.
so I would very much be in favor of getting both of those quotes back. I'm wondering of the value of the basement to the 5-0 Club if the floor isn't level. And they can't even place shuffleboard down there. I'm wondering the value of being able to get up and down if you can't use it anyway. And then the fact that there's no bathroom down there. There's like, I think those are big issues as well. So maybe this is a multi-year project and maybe this needs to be put on our multi-year plan or something, I don't know. But I think there's more issues than just mobility in and out and around that building.
Did you answer? You were in favor?
Okay, Councillor Williams?
I'm in favor as well of getting the quotes for these projects. I'm just asking, is there any grants that could be applied for these? Like that's through the charity administration, like you said.
Yeah? Could look into grants. I'm sure there's something out there that.
Well, there is.
Main level, and then the chairlifts are there. Because if that's the case, there is access into the building. A ramp wouldn't be required, but I think we should look at both prices. I know they stated that they don't have any members that require it, but if they were to ever host something there, people may come in with the need of a ramp, so I would like to see that accessibility at least looked at. I know if a stair lift were done, they would have some accessibility. You'd have to carry a chair up, so they would still be able to access the building. But an outside ramp, I can't assume it being a huge cost. They would build a nice big wooden ramp to code, and away they go. So.
Just go ahead.
Yeah, I just say au contraire, because I was talking to them outside, and they do have a couple of people who are afflicted that need a ramp in order to get up there, and one individual can't negotiate the stairs, period. So, and I'm thinking, and what I gleaned from their conversation was, they do need a ramp outside, whether it's a double ramp, you know how some of them are, in order to facilitate the turn, to get, so it's not so steep, they can get in, and the chairlift as well. So there were two things. My question is, and he mentioned about the grandfathering of older, as a town facility, I'm thinking type of handicap access to a public building, which this effectively is. So if we want to go to the trouble of putting a bathroom in, leveling the basement and all that kind of stuff, that's just too expensive for that type of building. It'd be cheaper to knock it down and build a new one. You know.
The would donate that. Actually, I bring that up because Wayne and I talked about it when, no, I can't, but maybe somebody can.
It would have to be tall enough. I don't know if it would, if we're saying level.
Oh, I think there's some valid points here that why do we need the stair lift to go downstairs? And we maybe code them out separate, like one for up and one for down, and then one for both that would wrap around. So that'd be 3. And
Depending on stair, I don't know how the stairs are situated.
Yeah. so one, does that make sense, Ethan, what I just said?
Yeah, up, down.
Definitely interfere with the dog park gate and whatever, but that's easily adjusted. But so does everybody want that ramp
Yes.
looked into too? Yeah.
I think I've given.
Yeah, I agree. So bring them back, and then we know they're just going to be. Yeah, I think they'd be the happiest 5-0 club in Alberta if that happened. Not that they're not, but. So I think that Well, the salary grid would be first, and then just go 1, 2, and 3 become 2, 3, and 4. Because they can wait till our next budget, so get them done before we start budget talks again. If we get through this one. Councilor Williams?
Thank you, Mayor. I would agree with those.
Well,
Okay,
Okay.
okay. Deputy Mayor?
Yeah, I guess if we gotta knock them off in some sort of order, whatever.
and,
Good.
Yes. I thought you watched live streaming, Chad.
but just,
Go
well,
ahead.
it would help if every per capita increase of 3% and 4%.
And how much the amounts are.
And
But yeah,
what
plus
those-
the per capita.
Yeah, what those amounts would be per capita.
Yeah,
And then obviously totals, and then as well as look at increasing the library RMM.
Might as well.
Yeah.
That way we haven't settled.
9.5 thousand, that's the new way to
Yes.
put it.
I like it.
9.5, did it,
And then.
like 9,500, you mean? 9,500? Okay. Just, okay,
Yeah.
so they will be added into the budget is what I'm, and then we can take away or leave them there or whatever based on how much they are. Back right away that way.
Okay. I know there might be some issues with some logistics on some of this stuff, but we'll get whoever we get together to also let us know if, because some of these might not all be doable. We'll see how, you know.
What wouldn't be doable?
You're gonna stare at it.
I don't know. I was saying, knowing that it,
What was that?
Well, the current budgeted amount for repairs and maintenance is $5,000.
Okay.
And so it'll come back with those quotes at next budget meeting. Well done. And we can adjourn now at 7:48 by consensus. Okay, thanks everybody.
I don't know, 3 minutes.